Hello everybody, Dr. P here. In this video I will cover Math 20-2 Radicals, Topic 2, Example 1 on page 16 in your workbooks. We will be converting between mixed radicals to entire radicals. So in example A here we have mixed radical. A mixed radical is any radical where you have a numerical coefficient in front of the radical. So the coefficient here is 2, and we want to convert this to an entire radical. In an entire radical, you will not have a coefficient in front of the radical. Everything will be under the radical symbol. So the basic procedure here is going to be that we start by squaring the numerical coefficient and taking the square root out of it. So it's going to be square root of 2 squared. Now, square root of 2 squared is just 2. Right? Remember that square rooting something is the opposite of squaring something. So what we're doing here, we're first squaring it, and then we're doing the opposite mathematical operation and removing the squaring. So this is still just 2. It's just a different way of expressing it. And then, so square root of 2 squared times square root of 5. So this square root of 2 squared is just square root of 4. Times square root of 5. We can put these two radicals on the one radical symbol. So anytime you multiply two radicals, you can put the radicands, what's under the radical symbol, on the one radical symbol. So this can be written as square root of 4 times 5, which is the same thing as square root of 20. And that's our answer. This is the corresponding entire radical that corresponds to this mixed radical. B, same procedure. We're going to take 5. We're going to square it and take the square root out of it, times square root of 2. This is the same thing as square root of 25 times square root of 2. We can put the two radicals on the one radical symbol, which will give us square root of 25 times 2, which is the same thing as square root of 50. In C, same procedure again. We're going to take square root of 3 squared times square root of 6. This is the same thing as square root of 9 times square root of 6. We can put the two radicands on the one radical symbol, square root of 9 times 6, which is the same thing as square root of 54. Now, we don't always have to show every single step along the way. So in this example here, I'm going to show a little bit less work. I'm going to start by squaring the 100, and then we also take the square root of that. So I did that in one step, times square root of 7. We can now write this as under one radical symbol, but I'm not going to show the multiplication. I'm just going to show the product. So it's going to be square root of 100 times 7 is 700, and that's our answer. So that's sufficient work to show. So that's a wrap. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and may the math be with you. See ya.